Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother Corner Wealth with the Great Millstone Charlotte Camp. Come on with another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And this afternoon or this evening, really, I wanted to get into this article, man. I read this morning, and it's going into basically, man. Esau is adverse to life, clearly, right? Their entire existence is in the way of life, and that's why the Lord is removing them from power, man. Because if it were so that they were to continue on in their wickedness, the whole earth itself would be destroyed, man. We see things as we're reading this article, you know, they promote the use of toxic chemicals, in everyday products, and they promote them as if they're beneficial to your health. But we also see it through their wicked philosophies. We see it through, the way they operate in the earth, the various wars, the rape, robbery, and murder that they perpetrate throughout the earth. We see it through them pushing the Mo agenda, this trans agenda, all this stuff, man. But it's just proven that they're the adversary to life, man. They're adverse to life, and the life comes through what, man? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is life, man. The commandments that we were given, as scriptures say, we were given the heritage of life, man. So we were given, the keys to life, but we've been falling victim to all the ways of Esau for so many years that we've seen, nothing but death is being perpetrated throughout the earth. But I'm gonna get into this article, and it reads the top four most insidious slogans that trick consumers into using toxic products, including personal care items. This is off of Natural News. And it reads, it's a shame the FDA doesn't protect customers by investigating questionable claims by product makers and distributors, especially ones that claim the exact opposite of what they do. And let's get that word adverse real quick. Because Esau is what? Adverse to life. It reads, unfavorable, agnostic in purpose or effect, opposing one's interest or desire, being or acting in a contrary direction, opposed to or opposing, opposite, confronting. So Esau, Edom, everything they do opposes life, man. Everything they do promotes death. As I said, like I said, they're adverse to life. Everything they claim, it does the exact opposite of what they claim it does, man. And that's because they intend it to do the opposite, man. They promote it as if it's gonna be beneficial, but they understand that their true agenda is to be detrimental, man. Now, continuing on, it reads, in other words, the world's most deadly and dangerous products are claiming they are safe, healthy, and effective, when they're actually dangerous, harmful, and ineffective at what they are supposed to be good for. Right, because they weren't designed to be good; they were designed to be bad, man. And like we'll read, if they do good, they do it unwillingly, man. So whatever positive consequences or effects come out of it, it wasn't their will that will come to pass, man. Now it says it is not just ironic, but unethical, misleading, and should be illegal. This goes for fluoride, vaccines, canola oil, and dairy products, which are some of the most consumed products in America. And that's why Babylon the Great is falling the way it is, man. Because Esau, Edom, this is just a few things, man. This is just four things on the litany of things that Esau pushes death through, man. Whether it be music, culture, the Mo agendas, the various pharmaceutical drugs that they push out here in the earth, and even other things they push in the food, man. All these things promote death, man. And if it's not them promoting death, they're actually actively going out and killing people, man. You know, so they're bringing death one way or another. That's why their blessing was the sword, man. You know. Now, uh, we'll read a little bit into this. It reads fluoride and the insidious lie perpetrated in America since World War II. Fluoride, a drug and a byproduct of the phosphate mining industry, goes completely unchecked, unregulated, and dispensed into municipal water across the United States. Any child, teen, or adult can drink as much water as they want, ingesting this chemical based additive that causes cancer, brittle bones, and weakening of teeth enamel. That's right, the weakening and not strengthening. There are natural ways to help remove toxic fluoride from your body, right? So the fluoride that they claim is good for your teeth is actually detrimental for your teeth, man. It's actually causing cancer. You know, they're poisoning you, man. Everything about Esau Edom is poison. From the philosophies to their belief systems. To their day to day interactions with the world. It's all poisonous, man. It all engenders death, man. Now we'll scroll down a little bit. I don't want to read the whole article, but we'll get to this point right here. And Lord will not remember to post it in the description. And it reads the foremost insidious lying slogans that brainwash consumers into consuming and injecting toxic products. It says fluoride makes your teeth strong. It is just the opposite, as fluorinated water can lead to weakening of enamel, especially for children during stages of tooth development. Pile on that most commercial toothpaste contain fluoride, also compounding the issue. Two, jabs are always deemed safe and effective. This is the opposite, as the clot shots for the Rona have been proven experimental, dangerous, ineffective, and deadly. The opposite, adverse. You know, canola oil. And the canola oil is in damn near everything, man. Any processed food, contains canola oil or canola oil byproducts, man. You know, and it's those are like highly carcinogenic, cancer-causing chemicals, man. Now it says canola oil is heart healthy, and it's just the opposite. Uh, it is just the opposite, as this oil coagulates in the body like glue and contribute to weight gain, heart disease, and dementia. Milk, it does a body good. It is the opposite, as processed homogenized milk can lead to excess mucus development and chronic inflammation, not to mention that nearly all conventional dairy contains growth hormones and antibiotics, man. So basically, the point, man, Esau, he's poison, he's introducing poisons, in every aspect of life, man. And like I titled the lesson, man, he's in the way of life, he's adverse to life, man. You know? Now let's get a few scriptures here. I don't want to make this too long. Let's go to we'll start in Proverbs. Proverbs 10 and verse 16. The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, right? So the works of the righteous, people who follow it in the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, people who try to lead a righteous life, man. What's the labor? The labor of the righteous tendeth to life, man. So the works of the righteous bring forth life, man. But the fruit of the wicked to sin. And what's the wages of sin, man? The wages of sin is death. The fruit of sin is death. That you plant those wicked plants, the fruit that you receive is going to be a death, man. And that's what Esau does, man. All they do is plant wicked seeds across the whole earth in every aspect of life. They plant wickedness, and that's why you see death is everywhere. You go outside, and there's death everywhere, man. Death in the air, death in the water, death in the food, death in the people. Everything you're around is death, man. The whole society. The mind states of the people, the music. the TV, everything is death, man. So that's why we need Esau Edom removed out of power, man, so that we can have life, man. Like I said, the labor of the righteous tendeth to life, man. We want life. That's why we're doing these righteous labors, man. You know, that's why scriptures talk about the Lord is not unjust to reward your labors of love. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Because the labors that we're doing are tending toward life, man. This is what we want, man. We want a righteous kingdom, man. That's what we seek. A refreshed earth. Let's go here to Slovakia. I got it pulled up. Let's see. Second Esdras chapter 11. And we'll start in 41. Second Esdras 11 and 41. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth, right? It's because the foundations of Esau's kingdom is on lies, man. Every aspect is rooted in lies and falsehoods, man. Um, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm, right? Because Esau Edom, as I mentioned earlier, man, everywhere they go, they bring death, man. You know, and it's unwarranted, man. But they were given the sword as their blessing, man. So they're exercising their blessing. And it's all the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, because he wants their pride to reach exceedingly high, so that when he finally brings down this Edomite hegemony, it's a spectacle, man. It's going to be the most magnificent, what's the word, conquering of a nation in history, man. Verse 43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty, right? Because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is watching all these things happen, man. You know? The highest also hath looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, or any vain body, right? So every aspect of Esau's rulership is about to be completely done away with, man. Every aspect from that what's it called? Uh, from the pagan Roman Empire up into this revived Roman Empire, everything is going to be completely uprooted and destroyed, man. Verse 46, that all the earth may be refreshed, right? And that's what we're seeking, man, a refreshed earth. Because all the wickedness has to be first rooted out of this place, man. It has to be cleansed. And Babylon the Great in particular is going to be cleansed with fire, you know? But the whole earth has to be, reset, man, brought back and refreshed, and may return being delivered from thy violence. And the earth is going to be delivered from the death that this the biblical Edomite has brought into the earth, man. It's like it. And that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her, right? So the Lord is coming to refresh the earth, man. He's coming to remove wickedness. He's coming to remove the death from his people, He's coming to remove, the poisons and wicked philosophies that have been, what's the word, permeating, through the earth, man, at the hands of Esau Edom, right? Let's get this here. Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken through what? The wines of philosophies, man. That's why you see all these countries, share similarities with Babylon, man, with America, because they're chasing after, you know, the heights that Babylon the Great has reached, man. You know, but let's read on and see what it says about that, man. The nations have drunken of her wine, these philosophies. Therefore, the nations are mad. Now, they're mad, emotionally, but we go into this word mad. as the elder Yeshawamba had gone into a while back. It reads to act madly, to act like a madman, right? Because these people are losing their minds out here, man. You know, these nations are losing it. Everybody is going crazy because all they see is death being the byproduct of the philosophies that they followed, man. You know, and Babylon the Great is the culprit, man. You know, everywhere you turn, you know, it's at their hands that this place, you know, is falling, man. That all these countries are losing their cultures, all these people are losing their ways of life and going after the death styles that Babylon the Great pushes, man. Continuing on, whew, it's like it. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed, right? And, you know, this place is killing itself, man. You know, it's this is a terminal disease that Babylon the Great has, man. There's no healing for it, man. You know, they're in what's the word? Uh, Whenever the hospitals have a patient that's about to die, you know, they basically just wheel them into a room, and this is gonna be your last place, man. Your last run, you know. But that's what Babylon the Great is on, man. Everybody's just waiting for this place to keel over. You know, they on life support right now. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into our own country. For her judgment reaches unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies." Right, and we're seeing, Yahweh Shem Shai is watching all these things unfold, and he's just waiting, waiting, and waiting, allowing things to get to their peak, so that when he comes, it's even greater magnificence and power that's going to be, exalted, man. You know, so like it. Continuing on, let's go to, because as I mentioned, Babylon is killing itself, man. You know, everything they do engenders death, but they're also, bringing death upon themselves and their people. Now we go here to wisdom, not wisdom. Let's go to Second Esdras 14. Let me see here. No, Sirach 14. Salakia. Ecclesiasticus 14 and 5. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, and we see that, these so-called elites, they're, they're killing their own people, man. They're killing the whole earth, you know? And let's see what it says. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? So who can he be good to if he's being evil to his own self, man? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness, right? So we're seeing, all this wickedness being declared, the son of perdition is being revealed. The wicked have been revealed. If you don't know, now you know, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you know, starting with the chief house Amalek, the so-called the Jew, right? These are the wicked. These are the people who are bringing all these death styles, this death into the world, man. That's what's the word? Uh, Pushing forth all these cultures of death, all these philosophies of death, man. All this witchcraft and wickedness, starts with them. You know, this is the man that needs to be removed from power, removed from existence, ultimately, man. You know, we need to get wickedness completely out of the earth. And that's what the Lord is gonna do, man. After that long, hard 1,000 years of captivity, He's gonna remove the wicked from existence, man. You know. Now let's get this in Sirach 10, and we'll close with this. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered, right? So the mind, the decision making of a prudent man is well ordered. And that's the men of the Lord, man. You know, uh, those judgments are well ordered because we're coming in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, in the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, we be of the elect number, we can be, uh, uh, found worthy, from the Lord, man. To be in that judgment seat, man. Continuing on, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, right? So everybody reflects the decision making of the leaders, man, the leadership. And we see the results of the wicked leadership, man. All the results of the wicked leadership, all the results that are reflecting off the people, off the leaders, the officers, as it says. We see that, man. Everybody's in a decrepit state, a decayed state, a state of death. Uh, this is the lowest state people have been, man. Since the since the flood, man. As that said in Genesis, I believe it's sixth chapter, that their thoughts were evil or wicked continually, man. Roughly paraphrased. This is the state of the earth, man, and it's all through the rulership, and that reflects on the people. And what manner of ruler, sorry, it's like as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein, right? So all these people reflect, the mindset, the the will, the decision making of the rulers, man. And that's why we see so much death going out, man. And ultimately, it's the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He's uh, removing the wicked, man. He's allowing them to fall to their own devices. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth, it's like, we're in the midst of the most unwise king in history, man. You know, and we're seeing the results of that, man. He's destroying the whole earth. As you read in Matthew 24, I think it's 24 and 22, it says, no flesh will be saved, man. But the elect shall be saved. Roughly paraphrased. Let me just get it. I don't want to quote it. Let's go ahead and grab it while we're here. Matthew 24 and verse 22. And except those days be shortened, the time being sped up, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, right? So no flesh would make it out of this place if the Lord didn't shorten the days, man. If the Lord didn't plan on coming to get his elect, speedily, and to bring down this devil speedily, there would be no flesh saved, man. They would destroy the whole of existence, man. That's how wicked these devils are, man. And that article we read is just a microcosm of the mentality of these Edomites, man. Everything they do engenders death, They're in the way of life. That's why they have to be removed out of the way, man. And like we read here, the power of the earth, Sirach 10 and 4, the power of the earth, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is in the hands of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable, man. Now let's look at that word profitable real quick. Let's just Salakia. Have to throw it in the Googles. Profitable. It says beneficial or useful, man. And there's nothing beneficial or useful about Esau Edom, man. Everything they do is waste, is death, is poison, It's wicked ultimately, man. So like we read, Sirach 10:4, the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable, man. So he's gonna remove the wicked out of power, man. He's gonna remove Esau Edom, from this power seat and set up the righteous, man, to bring in life, man, to bring forth everlasting, an everlasting earth, man, an everlasting kingdom, starting with Yahweh Shai. You know, life is coming back to the earth, man. That this devil has brought death upon the earth long enough, man. And that they've been in the way of life for far too long. And the Lord's about to reestablish, you know, the earth in its true power, through Yahweh Shai. So, I pray that Allah was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor again to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Wa Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abad Babal, ADTA soon. We almost home, man. Shalom.